And hey there, clan, and welcome to Gaming Experience: The World of Veruna, my solo D&D campaign with, of course, my friend N7 Strider. Quick recap of what happened last time. I'm trying to remember now. It's been a while. Sorry for the delay, everyone. We've been kind of busy. Trying to remember what happened last time. You went to the tower. You went to the Black Tower. You met a nice elderly gentleman named Wayne, an annoying pixie who fucked off, and you left him to go and locate a man known Reeker, who may or may not have been dead for centuries, because Reeker's age is questionable, shall we say. Sorry, Wayne's age is questionable. I think that was the best recap I can give.
Yes,
And
that is pretty much. And we left off with heading to find the guy.
Yes, you were heading to Tome Bay or Tomb Bay.
That's the one.
It's this has two names, Tome or Tomb, depends on where you come from. Some people think Tome, some people think this. Very confusing. But I believe you're actually in. I'm actually going to get my map up here. Yes, I'm that much of a geek. I made a map. Actually, where the hell is it? I should have. I keep forgetting to mention to you. You are actually in the smallest of the kingdoms in Veruna. You're actually in the human kingdom. This is one of the smallest kingdoms in the land, but it has every race in it. You were heading towards Huthera, is where you were just arriving into when we last left off, if memory serves me, which is just a crossing roads town where most people go to head further north and all that. So we'll just say you've arrived there after a couple of days' journey, and what do you do?
First up, can I have a link to Roll20? I forgot something,
Okay.
so I'm gonna need that. It's just like, yeah, my fault.
From there you go. Hopefully nobody sees that, and it should hopefully the first. But yeah, there's a Roll20. But you've arrived in Huthera after it's been maybe 8 days. It's quite a lengthy journey from Huthera to the town where the tower was, which was Fleeta. And you've arrived there. You walked it, if memory serves me, so it took you about 8 days to get there. You arrive there, and the town seems fairly quiet. The usual guards at the outpost at the entrance just kind of wave you in, seeing you come in. What do you want to do?
How many days away am I from where I need to be heading?
You're heading to Tome Bay, which is at least another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks journey, 3 weeks on foot if you take your time. But you could buy a horse, get a cart transport. There is sort of like cart transport in this land, but you kind of have to. It's kind of pricey in some instances. But it's south of where you are right now. On the main road, you'll go through Appleton, Fegmore, Simran, and then it's quite a lengthy journey to Tome Bay. Or you could cut across the forest, go past the Tomb of the Fallen, and you can get to Tome Bay in maybe, I'd say it's a dense forest, so it probably take you longer to get there. So
Right. Well, judging from my equipment, I think I have provisions to last me. What the hell is going on here?
Just Roll20 loading up properly. Sorry if you're hearing my dog, everyone. There's a couple of chip chappers in the area. Chip chap, run away. Is Roll20 loading for you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, just take
There was a slight hiccup, and it sorted itself out.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm set up. I'm good. I'm good to go now.
Okay. You're in Huthera. Do you go? You're quite tired. You had to camp a few times. Nothing happened on your journey. It was fairly uneventful. A couple of people passing by, the usual stuff. So
yeah, I've got enough provisions. You say it's like late afternoon.
It's about late afternoon, sunset. Sunset.
Right, I should probably find transport for tomorrow and then maybe head to an inn.
Okay.
Is there any like merchant carts, or is there an export from this town?
You'd have to go and ask the merchants, but most of them are closed there. Most of the time, you'll see wagons going in and out of the town daily, but it's fairly late, so there's not many who want to risk going out at night. So
Yeah, I think it'd just be best to go to the inn for the night then and find transport in the morning.
what kind of inn are you going to go for? You going to go for posh inn, basic inn, or not so
Let's see
posh?
how much gold have I got? I have 44 gold remaining. I'm probably gonna go low end, right?
Okay, so you just find the spitting moose. Give me a break. You find the spitting moose. This one's an okay one. It only cost you 5 silver for a standard bedroom and roll and all that. It's fairly kind of bustly. There's a couple of drunks in there, dwarves, elves. You even see a half ogre, which is a rare sight. And yeah, that's what you see in the bar when you walk in.
What are the is there anyone like eating and drinking around? What does the food look like?
The food looks just standard: bacon, egg, sausage, maybe a fish and chips.
No, I mean, is it edible?
It's edible, yes.
It's edible. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna head up to the barkeeper, the innkeep, and ask for a meal then because I don't want to waste any more provisions.
Okay, he says, what would you like? What would you like? Would you like the house special?
What's the house special?
Oh, my wife makes it. It's a nice, freshly cut steak.
And how much is that?
Oh, it's quite fresh and quite plump. It'll cost you gold.
I'll go for the house special then, please, good sir.
Good choice there, Martha, get a steak on. Just get for a drink with that, sir.
I think I'd like a wine actually.
Good choice. And he just gets you a nice wee tankard of. He actually gets you a nice wee glass of wine and says, "There you
go." What is it? What vintage?
It's you take a wee sniff. He just goes, "Wine's wine to me. I'm afraid I've not got the state for it, but it is elven if you're curious."
Oh, it's elven. Well, he obviously got it for a steal if he doesn't know his wines. Yeah, I'll have that and ask for another because this is going to be good.
Okay, he pours you another, and the wine's actually you've had beer. It definitely feels like it's is your character kind of a wine connoisseur?
He's learned in quite a few things, but not exactly an expert in any.
It's not the best elven wine you've ever had. It definitely feels like this may have been a knockoff elven wine. It happens, but it's still nice. But you've had better.
It's drinkable at least, so I don't care. I'll have a couple of glasses with my steak.
Okay.
That'll do me down to the ground.
Alright, well, okay. So your steak comes out. It's actually fairly it's a bit that big. It's not a huge steak. Like if you want a really big steak, it's going to cost you a lot more. You have to go to a proper restaurant for it. But it's fairly alright. You've had better, but it's still very well made. And after about an hour or two of you just sitting there and having your meal, someone sits next to you.
I'm just gonna play it cautious now and not really engage them. But can I say to the innkeeper, you married a good woman there with a woman who really knows how to make a steak?
Yeah, best steak in all the land, I'd say. I'll let her know you said that.
Can I just keep to myself, just looking into my wine glass, because I'm not entirely sure about this person next to me. They could be trouble.
This guy just says, we have something for you, gatherer.
Oh, so he knows me.
And you just see him reach into his robe and slide out a small box, and says, "You can use this. Instructions are in there. Enjoy the wine." Stands up and just goes back out. This is a fairly
how big is this box? How big are we talking?
About that big and that wide, I'd say. So it could hold maybe a pendant or some kind of jewellery or something, but
It's like jewellery box size. It's not
yeah, nothing
massive.
huge. Nothing huge.
Can I take a peek inside?
Yeah, you peek inside, and there's a line of velvet on top of it. It's covering up what's ever inside it, but it's very, very nice velvet.
Okay, I'm going to open it up fully because I want to know what this is.
You open it up and you move the velvet and all that, and it's a crystal ball, a very small crystal circular ball, like David Bowie in Labyrinth. Size,
Oh,
but
I know what these are. I know what these are. Yes, so I'm gonna put that away in my backpack.
okay, right, you put it away back in your backpack. There's also a little note at the bottom of it once you take the ball out and you see it down there, and you put it back in, put it in your backpack. And what do you do from there on? But you do see the gentleman has, like, he's gone. Like, this is very common for the judges. There are normally sometimes someone will show up and say for you and give you something, then just leave without a word. So it's a very common thing. But yeah, so what do you do after you've had your very okay steak?
Can I speak to the innkeeper again?
Yeah, he goes,
And
what can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could have a room for the night. Nothing overly fancy. Anything will do.
Okay, he runs over and he picks up a key and says, it'll be 5 silver for the standard room up there. It's just up there in your second door to the right, my friend.
Okay, I'll actually give him a gold as well, and just a little nod so he understands I don't want to be disturbed.
Yes, you're very well, sir. You take care, and he just pockets the gold.
Okay, I'm gonna head up to my room then and get some rest for the night.
Okay, you get some rest for the night. Let's see what happens. About halfway through the night, you see a little light coming from your backpack that wakes you up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have a look at this. I remember you explaining some of the how magic works in Veruna.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go have a look, see what's the deal is with this.
It's coming from the box, the wee box you got.
Okay, open it up. I'm pretty confident it's not gonna kill me.
Okay, you open it up and you take the wee ball out, and then it's sort of like a little beam of light. I'm trying to think how this would work again. You hear from the crystal ball. It's your handler, and he says, "A report is needed, gatherer. What is your situation? Any information on the tower could be helpful."
Well, the tower is under a curse handler, and I'm pursuing all avenues of information. If I feel this is too much for me, I will send for a judge immediately, but I feel I can handle this.
Very well, very well. Update for you involving the vampires. Everything seems to be okay, but nothing. We're still keeping a cautious eye on there. This crystal ball will be a nice piece of communication between us from now on, saving you having to send a courier. So, instructions are in the box. Take care, gatherer, and if the judges are needed, you know who to call.
Good evening, sir.
And it light turns off. If we're London, yes, this is a magic crystal ball that allows communication over great distances.
Yes, we should. Did we ever explain that my my pendant, the symbol of my office, people are able to track me through that?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever able to track you through it, but it's a very recognisable symbol. So it also allows you to reroll one action, one die a day. So
yes, it's also lucky.
Yes, it's a lucky medallion. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like a symbol of like a little book with a hammer across it, like the Judges of Fables kind of thing. So
yes.
So that's I think that's the sign there. But if you need to find someone who is part of the judges, they will recognise that symbol. So yeah, crystal ball turns off and you put it back in the box, I'm guessing, and rest up for the night. Okay, and yeah, night goes on eventful, and the dawn breaks. You wake up, you memorise the spells that you have, which I believe is Grease and Erase.
Erase, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. What do you do once you wake up?
I'm just gonna head downstairs, see who's in the inn just to begin with.
You go in. It's fairly quiet. It's just the innkeeper polishing up some dishes and all that, and one or two other people nursing a hangover.
Is there anyone who looks like they may be a merchant or?
Nah, most of these people look like just your standard average citizen. If you want to try and find a merchant, you'll have to go to the merchant district in town.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. Just head straight out the door because there's no one here. I may as well not waste any time.
Okay, you head outside and head out towards the merchant district. It's quite large. It's still fairly early in the morning, so people are still setting things up. There's a couple of merchants already screaming at their wares, and there's a couple of shops, of course. There's a couple of magic shops as well, of one or two wizards in town, a blacksmith, and various other junk around the place, shall we say. But yeah, you do hear the occasional "Tenders, get your ties here," something like that.
And who looks the most friendly of the merchants, the most
Oh,
welcoming?
most of them look fairly welcoming. They want you to buy their shit, so
Go on then. I'll just head over to the nearest one.
okay. It's a jewellery merchant. And he goes, "Ah, fine sir, how can I help you? I've got some fine jewellery here."
Good morning, my fine sir. I was wondering if you may know where I may purchase transport, either a carriage for hire or a merchant's cart who's heading where I'm going.
Ah, You might want to try, just head to the entrance. You'll see carts going in and out most of the day, and you might be able to get lucky and stop one and doing that. Or you could head to the Transport Guild. Very new upstarts, you know, carts and all that. Very new. They're over that way. He points. He gives a couple of directions to them and says, "You go there. Depending on where you want to travel, they'll charge an arm and a leg. So be a bit wary. You might get a bit of luck just asking random people, my friend." And would you care for this lovely set of jewellery here? We've got some nice set of rings that would look fine on you, or even a lady friend.
I'm afraid I don't have a lady friend, good sir, but if I do so happen to acquire one, you'll be the first in my thoughts when it comes time to maybe pop the question.
Ah well, thank you. Ah well, you take care then, and keep an eye out for me. I mean, you might get a good deal every now and then. Best deals in all of Herthar.
A good day to you, sir. I'm gonna head away.
Yeah, so Transport Guild. They're in town. You haven't heard of this guild. You're like, what the fuck's a Transport Guild? So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to these people because I think it might be worth paying to get where I'm going a lot quicker than just a random merchant's cart. So yeah, I'm gonna head to these guys to check them out.
Okay, you see once you get there, it's sort of like a mini stable house, except for there's like two carriages there, and it has like Transport Guild on top of the sign and all that, and there's a man out there mucking the stalls and cleaning up the horse shit.
He's the only guy there.
He's outside, so you haven't gone inside yet, so.
Okay, I'll speak to him before I actually go in proper.
He's kind of shoveling shit right now and getting rid of it and all that, so he's kind of distracted, shall we say, so.
So, excuse me, sir. I was wondering the Transport Guild. What exactly do you? Is it transport for hire?
He goes, you head inside and ask the man inside. I'm merely clear at the stalls and muck up the shit.
He's not one for talking then. Yeah, I'm just gonna head inside then. This guy's not interested.
Okay, right, yeah, you head inside and there's a gentleman in there just writing out some papers and all that. So he looks and goes, hello there, my very well armed friend. How are you doing?
It's a good day so far, thank you. I was. Oh, damn it.